Coming up, we'll go gaga over a skinny skirt.
Oh my God.
We've got the perfect bag for BYOB.
We make a trendy summer sandal straight out of ancient Rome.
Russell Crowe in Gladiator. Now that's a gladiator.
But first, we wear a pair of powerful pants like a boss.
If you wear it and you let the pants wear you, that doesn't work. You have to wear the pants.
This is Style Factory.
All-white style has been controversial, but done right, it's white hot year-round.
Ooh, hot, hot.
Once upon a time, white was for summer only, banished to your closets after Labor Day.
I mean, that was an old established rule that came out of some archaic philosophy about only the rich getting to wear it once they've summered.
But then, along came Coco Chanel. The iconic Parisian designer notoriously wore white year-round and went so far as to make white trousers for herself and her rich and influential friends.
The wide-legged pant, I think about it, and what I think is, say, Coco Chanel on the beach. It really is sort of that easy, breezy, summertime look.
So if it was good enough for her, it's definitely good enough for us.
And it was good enough for Katharine Hepburn, too, who kept trousers for women a style staple in the 40s.
1970s rolls around, and women are wearing pants like never before. They're going to the office, and the suit have come of age.
Which is how we arrive at the white Yoko Pant by Montreal, Quebec fashion house Untitled. As you may have guessed, the pants were inspired by a powerhouse of pop culture.
And I guess there was a Yoko song playing in the studio that day. And it just dawned on us that it should be called the Yoko Pant.
José Manuel Saint-Jacques and his partner Simon Bélanger are the founders of Untitled and the creative masterminds behind their leggy creation.
So the Yoko Pant is a white-legged pant, trouser, high-waisted with oversized men's pockets and men pleat in the front.
This season's on-trend long white trouser takes its cue from ancient Egypt and starts in design partner Chantal Malboeuf's design development studio, where the fabric is tested on a Judy until the look is achieved.
Since we're going to Egypt this season, I'm thinking all of this detailing and this
Yeah, the gold has to go. The most important thing is for the pant to really hit the floor. Then we leave it longer, just to give still a detail, but lighter.
Working together like this comes naturally for these guys. Partners at home and in business.
Untitled is our life, so it's not
work.
It's not work.
It is work, but in our case, it's a recipe for success, so
Yeah.
we don't want to change the recipe.
Once Simon and José finalize the design, the studio's pattern maker Mathieu creates digital templates for each component of the Yoko Pant. Each pair is made of essentially two major sections. First, the legs, both of which are made from two leg panels, a front and a back. Second, the waistband, which sits on top, holding everything together in their exquisite shape.
Why are wide-legged pants on runways from Paris to Milan to London? It's because this is a silhouette that works with women of all shapes and sizes.
The Yoko Pant specs are transferred to this machine, which prints the patterns onto a piece of paper called a marker. The silky, ever so slightly sheer fabric is Rayon, with a smooth nylon backing.
Rayon is very soft and also shiny fabric, so it works as a great alternative to materials such as silk or crepe.
Fabric cutter Melissa lays the paper marker on top of the rayon and cuts the pieces out by hand with scissors. Those pant pieces are then sent to a sewing machine called the serger.
The serger does the finishing of the fabric so it doesn't fray.
It's kind of like a weave that's created on the edge of the fabric to hold the fibers in.
With the fabric successfully sealed, the leg's inseam is stitched, creating the long trouser-like shape.
So the idea of the leg is for it to look like an Egyptian fabric, kind of like rough looking, with all the pleats that are woven into the fabric.
On the back, the invisible zipper is added before the two legs are joined at the crotch. And holding everything together is that powerful high waistband that perches right on top.
A few seasons ago, we found this webbing, which is literally like karate belts. And it slowly became a signature of ours to do waistbands, and it gives you a waistband without having to use material to do it.
The only thing left is for the guys to go back to Chantel's studio with the finished pants. The final quality inspection is all to make sure the pants are ready to unlock and project the power inside every woman.
I like to say we dress as psychological women, not a physiological woman. It's a state of mind that I think women are now.
I think white trousers are great. You have to own it though. If you wear it and you let the pants wear you, that doesn't work. You have to wear the pants.
Everyone knows there's only one summer shoe that's guaranteed to unleash your inner goddess.
I love Gladiator sandals. Love them. And I love them in like colors, like good quality leather.
I feel like they never go out of style. Even when they do go out of style, they're still not out of style. They'll never die. It's a Gladiator.
It's one of those effortless forms of footwear. You just slip it on and strap it on, and really, it can be worn with anything.
This neoclassical wear-anywhere sandal is marked by its flat sole and leather lace-ups. And it's been in fashion for as long as its name suggests.
The Gladiator sandal, as we wear it in the 21st century, is clearly named after Roman gladiators.
Russell Crowe in Gladiator. Now that's a gladiator.
And 2,000 years later, the strappy lace-ups are the go-to shoe for all the most fearless girls to boldly show a little blank space on their ankles.
I just recently saw Taylor Swift, but it's not sandals. She's wearing a platform version of a gladiator. It's very modern.
But not so easy to wear. The sandals offer more comfort, flexibility, durability, and support. Features at the forefront of these gladiator sandals by the legendary shoemakers K-Jacques.
K-Jacques is one of those iconic brands that when you think of Saint-Tropez, you think of K-Jacques.
Saint-Tropez est le lieu de la mode. C'est là où se déclenchent les modes.
Bernard Keklikian is the proud owner of this shoe company. Started by his father in 1933 and worshipped by leggy ladies ever since. And one of their most popular styles is the Janus, a sturdy leather sandal with matching laces.
Elle est composée de 3 pièces, 2 de chaque côté, une partie à l'arrière avec une tirette et composée de lacets. Donc c'est une sandale qui est et sandale et chaussure parce qu'elle maintient terriblement bien le pied.
The Janus was actually created just as hemlines were rising and skin was in.
Here we are, the original template. This is a template of 1969.
Lucille is the company's on-site historian. Her job is to preserve all of K-Jacques' original sketches.
Obviously now, we can't work with this one. It's too fragile, it's too hard.
Instead, new models are designed alongside the original sketches, with a foot-shaped piece of paper and leather samples as a guide. At K-Jacques, they stay as close to the original design as possible. It's with their extensive leather selection that they get to play.
Nous proposons une gamme d'à peu près 250 à 300 matières et couleurs pour chacune des sandales.
Each pair takes 1 hour and up to 30 people to make. And starts with the sole. Ellie selects the leather from their vast collection and brings it out to the factory floor. Here, a large stamping machine is used to create the outsole, which is the leather that makes contact with the pavement, and the insole, which is the leather that makes contact with your foot. The two soles are stitched together with K-Jacques' signature thread. This natural linen is the same one they've been using since 1952. Holes are punched to eventually fit the sandal's upper with the utmost accuracy.
1 millimètre de différence et vous serez très mal chaussé et il risque d'y avoir un inconfort si la lanière n'est pas positionnée au bon endroit.
I will be in pain, but as long as they look fabulous, that's all that matters to me.
Luckily, at K. Jacques, comfort is key. So Morgan applies a manageable 1 centimeter heel from an all-natural material that's slip-resistant and soundproof. As for the upper, the leather is laid out, cut into 3 pieces, and heated under a flame to eliminate any imperfections. All these individual pieces need to come together. So the sandal parts are bundled and delivered to Gregory, who assembles every sandal by hand, leaving just one last question: how to tie summer's hottest shoe.
Make sure you know which one suits your height, because I can't stand to see, like, you know, let's say petite girls wearing Gladiator sandals all the way up to here, and it's like, okay, you look even more petite.
So you can tie your Gladiators only, just around your ankle, or you can tie them really tight up your calf. But you have to do it tight enough so they X perfectly up your leg. I really like that look.
You could dress it up, you could dress it down. You could play around with it, you could have fun with it. I love it.
There are few styles more polished than a pencil skirt.
The pencil skirt is something every girl should own. It's always feminine and conservative.
Pencil skirts to me are almost like an alternative to trousers. They're quite figure-hugging, but you could wear it with flats. I think that's probably the most comfortable way to wear it.
The pencil skirt is known as a stalwart staple of office wear. But find the right one, and it can take you way beyond the boardroom.
If you're gonna wear it outside of the office, you wanna ensure that you're gonna pair it with something a little bit offbeat. So whether that's funky jewelry or a statement shirt, something that just takes it way outside the workplace.
What I love about the skirt is you can take it from work to dinner or even to a formal occasion, and it's something that will make you feel confident from morning to night.
Neil Dombrowski is the owner of Piccadilly Fashions, a Canadian design house started by his father 40 years ago. Today, Neil is continuing the family tradition, producing his line out of the very same 70,000 square foot facility in Toronto, Canada.
Piccadilly's main mission is to offer affordable, comfortable, fashionable clothing to the everyday woman.
And it seems to be working. Piccadilly recently showcased their collection during Toronto Fashion Week.
Toronto Fashion Week gave us the ability to really reach out to all our customers and show that there are high fashion shows that can be really wearable.
All thanks to the help of couture designer Francesca Verez. She collaborated with Piccadilly's in-house team to create a chevron pencil skirt with slimming leather side panels.
Francesca was really well known for her linens and her really feminine appeal. She made it comfortable and a staple skirt that anybody could wear at any time in any season.
A pencil skirt typically hugs tightly to the body, so finding the right fabric that complements a woman's curves is a critical task, which is why they're using a modern take on a timeless pattern called chevron.
It has a really nice stretch to it. I'm not even sure if we have to line the garments because it just feels so good. And it's nice and warm for the winter as well.
Classic chevron is a simple nested zigzag pattern, but Piccadilly has chosen a funky asymmetrical take on chevron, which runs vertically down the skirt, accentuating a woman's curves. Rolls of the cotton lycra fabric are laid out onto a table and cut into large rectangular pieces. The lycra gives the fabric plenty of stretch, so Hassan and his trusty ruler ride along the table, giving the fabric a smack to help it relax.
As soon as the goods are cut, it might come back and it changes the fit of the garment, so they want to make it as relaxed as possible.
Then, the relaxed fabric is covered with a lightweight paper called a marker and covered with a heavy-duty sheet of plastic. It's all suctioned and sealed into place. A digital pattern with all of the skirt's pieces is loaded into the automated cutter, acting as a map for the machine to follow.
The automatic cutter follows the patterns that are sent from the design room and follows the cutting exactly with no mistakes.
The skirt's pieces are bundled to prepare them for the sewing line. First, Sylvia works on attaching all of the skirt's panels with a serger sewing machine. Inserting these leather panels creates a contrast with the monochromatic chevron, giving the skirt its flattering on everyone effect without compromising the timeless slim fit. A silhouette that has quite a history of its own.
So the Wright brothers actually had a hand in the pencil skirt. They invited a female passenger aboard one of their planes, and the threat of the propeller could have sent her skirt flying.
So she tied her skirt down with rope, and creating really one of the earliest forms of pencil skirts, as we would term them today.
But no one knew a pencil skirt's power until Marilyn Monroe filled one out. In the 1959 comedy, Some Like It Hot.
She walks by two guys and they're just like, oh my God, like losing it over her famous bum in a pencil skirt.
For a thoroughly modern twist, elastic is sewn into the black waistband, providing the skirt with a slip-on ease.
No more of the zippers and the buttons and the tightness. Everybody wants comfort.
When it comes to the waistband, sure. Shoes are a different story.
When you're wearing a pencil skirt, the higher the heel, the better, because it accentuates your calves and just makes you stand up straighter.
So I would go with like a stiletto or like a small strappy sandal.
As the skirt is hemmed, the Piccadilly label is attached, and the skirt is turned right side in. Consider this pencil skirt a comfortable power suit for the ages, with a side of va-va-voom.
When you have those skirts, it just really accentuates them, so it's tough to go wrong with a pencil skirt.
It's comfortable, it's fashionable, and it's an everyday piece.
When it comes to on-trend bags that carry all your daily essentials, and then some, there's only one that's up for the task.
I love bucket bags.
Now, the bucket bag is a very practical bag. You can carry a lot around in it, and it can be a lot of fun if you have one in a very bright color.
And they've been popular since the bag's heyday in the 1980s.
1980s bucket bags by Chanel and Moschino with the big glittery gold logos on the front of them, and the bag is a mainstay today.
But the bucket bag has actually been around for over a century, and originally had a very specific purpose.
One of the earliest modern bucket bags was created by Louis Vuitton. This was called the Noe bag, and it was used for carrying around bottles of champagne.
Bucket bags are great for carrying champagne in.
Anything that gets bubbles from A to B is fine by us. And one father and son bag company agrees. They've been providing this crucial service to New Yorkers for decades.
Our bags are unique because they're still made here in New York City. It's made by a family business. My father's been doing this for over 30 years. Some of our employees started when my father opened his factory.
Alex DeBog runs Pietro NYC with his father, Pierre, right in the heart of NYC's famous garment district. And one of the first items Pierre ever made here was his famous leather bucket bag.
Since 76, I started learning the handbags. In 82, I opened my own shop. I used to buy my leather in the morning. I came to the shop, I cut the leather, I make the bag, I deliver for the customer.
Now, as it was then, Italian cowhide leather is the starting point. And today, the color is a deep Bordeaux.
All our leather comes from Italy. We work with the tanneries, select the finest leathers. We choose the colors that we know are appropriate for the season. And that Bordeaux color, it's just so transitional. You could dress it up with a pair of light denim jeans, a white t-shirt, and that bag, and you still have that summer-esque summer look.
The tan hides are grabbed from storage by Luis, who die cuts the 5 main panels, the strap pieces, and the bag's red suede interior panels.
And it just adds a nice little touch to it, a nice pop. It's not just a black, empty hole.
The leather and suede are bonded by this fusing machine, which uses heat and rollers to press them together. Today, Alex is running it. Before the bag is sewn into shape, Carlos hand presses a gold leaf sheet with the iconic Pietro logo into the front panel. Now, all the bag's parts are ready to get stitched together. Emile sews the 4 body panels together using a front stitch until they form a tube. At this point, the company's grandmaster, Pierre, meticulously places the tube onto this bucket bag mold. giving you an early sense of the bag's depth.
You can carry so much, I mean, so much stuff in there. It's almost ridiculous. Even flowers. Never really full of bucket bag. Or dogs. Our dog fits into a bucket bag. Yep.
My dad is not the typical owner of a company. He's working with the employees side by side, assembling bags, making bags.
Pierre expertly folds the bag's edges down, adds a little cement, then tamps the bottom section firmly into place.
The way that this bag is created is that there's no interfacing, no lining, very clean cut.
The bottom is carefully stitched in place before the empty bag heads back to Alex. He threads the leather drawstring through the drawstring holes, completing the bag's signature look.
The practical benefits of the bucket bag is that there's no zippers, there's no snaps. All you gotta do is just pull the drawstring. You have a nice wide open mouth where you could easily get into and get out of quickly.
Of course, once the bag's yours, you can customize it however you want.
And lately I've been taking a bandana and kind of just wrapping the handles.
And it's those kinds of personal touches that pair the hardy, colorful bucket bag with any outfit.
It can really pick up a look. And I would wear it with either all white or all black.
If you're going from day to night, you can put like your heels in there. You can do a little outfit change. I guess you can wear it with anything.